Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there taking care of their business, raising their children, taking care of their families on a consistent basis. Today's video, I want to talk about parenting again. Now, I've talked about and ranted on numerous occasions on modern parents, right? I'll try to put in the top right some of the videos I've made before about this topic. There is an epidemic. There is a mistreatment, a mishandlement. There is a breakdown going on within the family structure in today's society. Now, the breakdown of that family structure is stemming from the fact that men are being taken away and being ostracized from being men and from being masculine patriarchs of their families. See, in the family structure, and if you look at the Bible, it's man, wife, children. The man takes on the brunt of the work. He has the responsibility of the whole family. He has to provide, protect, all these different things that these women and that society knows needs to happen in order for children and a family to thrive. But yet, they keep putting out propaganda, media that is promoting men not to be masculine men, promoting men not to be leaders, promoting men to be submissive to their wives, right? Now, women will say they want a simp, quote unquote, but in actuality, their nature hates that. Their nature cannot take a cowardly, undecisive, frail man. They like the emotional stability. They like the fact that he'll talk to them and do certain things, but there's certain things that that guy can't do that a masculine man will do, right? He will protect at a higher level. He will be decisive. He will tell his wife or tell his girlfriend when she's ultimately wrong, when she's doing too much, when she's overly emotional, right? And whether women want to admit it or not, women need to be regulated. They have a chaotic nature. They have no sense of balance naturally, right? This is why they need a man to tell them, you pushed the limit. You've gone too far. You need to stop, right? Stability. The reason why they need men mainly is because of emotional stability. That's one of the reasons, right? Men are stable. We're disciplined. We do the same things. We like the same things. We like the same teams, the same products, the same businesses. We don't switch up. We're loyal to a fault sometimes. Women are flip-floppy. They want to try new shit all the time, right? So the yin and the yang combines perfectly when everything is working together. This is why it's so beautiful to watch when you walk down the street and you see a man being a man, the woman following the man, and then the kids acting right. It's a beautiful thing to see everything in order, to see everything moving like poetry in motion. But unfortunately, we're having a breakdown in the family unit. We're having a breakdown amongst male and females. And there's a few evidence that I want to point to that is continuously keeps popping up in my real life. through my real observations. And it just keeps getting worse, it seems like, each and every day. Now, one of the first pieces of evidence, and I've stated this in the multiple videos I've made about parenting, is when you see a woman, a mother, trying to raise a son, it is the most, well, let me just say this, because some women can raise a man, but she can't raise the man to be a man. She can impute etiquette, she can impute values into him, she can impute respect to others, but she can't teach him how to be a man in a man's world. There's certain things that men do that women can't do and don't want to do, that as a man you have to do it, right? So at some point he has to detach from his mother and find a mentor, a male mentor, find his father, find his uncle, somebody that can teach him how to function within a man's world, because our world is completely different from a woman's world, right? With that being said, there's a few occasions where I've seen women that have no clue of what they're doing when it comes to parenting, and then they have a son that's doing something inappropriate in a public space. I can't tell you how many times I find young boys, and I'm talking about 5, 6, 7 years old, right? They're barely walking. They're still in Pampers a little bit, right? They're just now getting out of Pampers and they're walking, right? You will see these mothers stand around while these young boys will just openly urinate in public. They won't rush over and say, hey, pull your pants up, we'll take you to the bathroom. I literally, this last week, I was driving back to the yard from work. I was coming in for my route. And this woman literally stopped on the side of the street to let her little son piss. And he's pissing on somebody's property, just going ham, right? To the point to where he's just freaking having fun with it. He's just spraying the shit all over the place, right? While there's passengers and people driving through, openly seeing this display on a continuous basis that day. Just openly, nobody cares. She doesn't care. And the kicker is, there was a gas station not even 2 miles down the road. Here's another piece of evidence. And I know you guys see this one because you can't unsee it, because the alert notification is designed for you to see it. Amber alerts are at an all-time high right now. Kids are getting snatched left and right. Kids are getting kidnapped, taken. Why are Amber alerts going off 2-3 times a day at this point? It's because the parents aren't parenting. They don't give a damn about their kids. They're not checking on them. They're not seeing where they're at. Their kids are just maneuvering around in this cruel, unforgiving world where in their head, nothing can happen to the kid. The kid is fully capable of getting away, evading danger, knows what danger looks like, knows how to evade it and get away. They're acting as if these kids are adults, and they're not. So they just let them go and do their own thing without checking up on them. And now, since the parents are being punished, or since the parents don't want to parent, now the citizens, it's the citizens' job to look out to find these children. It's the police's duty to look out and find these children, when in reality, the citizens and the police shouldn't have to do any of that. The parents should be parenting and watching their children on a daily basis. That's my video. On the way out, you guys like, comment, subscribe, share the video if you like the video. Please consider contributing to this channel. All the ways you can support are in the description below. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you parents that are actually being good parents. I appreciate the children that are actually honoring and respecting their good parents. When everything works together, everything runs smoothly.